is going on? UTR crew, it's me, it's the GREG. Joined, of course, by my forever rival, Mr. Matty Rains.
Even got the shirt on for you. Got the Matty Rains background. Had to get the Matty line. Had us all here. Yeah. All for Greg's big arrival for his return. So he can see he even got my precious right here.
Yeah.
Boom. My forever rival. Glad to see you back.
Yeah, appreciate it, brother. It's great to be back. Just in time to get me a belt, start the new year off right. That's exactly what it's about. Going to the comments real quick. Where the fuck y'all been? We've been, we decided to take a little vacation last week.
We've been celebrating Christmas.
Yeah, nothing wrong. We just
People
decided that
presents.
We kind of just decided that a little late. I was still feeling kind of bad from the pneumonia, and we all had some extra shopping and stuff we had to do. So took a week to just kind of get all that done. But we're back, and now we're back on the regular schedule. Of course, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day. That's not part of the weekend. That's us. Girl, hush, my brothers can take a vacation. Thank you, Reggie. That's exactly. We can take a vacation. Who gave them me?
I definitely wanted it after carrying that whole week.
I
definitely wanted it. I was like, yeah. And then once I saw the schedule, it was like, oh, Monday, this week after we did the show, if we had did a show on Monday, NXT was taped. I didn't care about AEW Dynamite. We weren't going to be doing nothing on Thursday. Thursday would have been pointless. Friday was taped. And then going into that, everything going into, from last Monday is taped. Even tonight's NXT is taped. And Friday SmackDown is a best of 2023.
Yeah, we probably not really even going to do a show on Friday, to be honest with you. There's nothing to talk about for the SmackDown. Unless we just want to, do an extra show for the prediction. But I don't want to do that. So, Friday, probably nothing, just because if nobody else is trying, why should we? You know what I mean? Just, but no, it's good that they get that week off, essentially. That's pretty good of
yeah, I love it. It just kind of we even took the week off in fantasy. We're just like,
we were all for everything. We were just like, you know what, this week we're good.
Nah,
we're fine. We're okay.
We don't care about 3 points, because that's the only show that has matches is tonight.
Literally, it's this, and that's it. That's it. WWE did not give a shit about this week, but you know what? That's fine. It's okay.
Right.
Those people definitely deserve to get them at least 1 week off throughout the year. Jesus Christ. So real quick before we get into NXT again, it's not going to be a ton of stuff. It's going to be, some who did the best throughout the year stuff. We're going to get some matches. Matt, your favorite boy, your number one in your boys stable, Eddie Thorpe.
Oh my God!
Takes on Dijak again, Matt. Again, one more time.
I am so glad this NXT is taped. I already know what happened. If this match was live, I would have gotten up because I do not care. I like Dijak. He's just a victim of this. I do not care about John Redcorn, and I don't care about the other one that they got on there who got messed up by Lexus. I call him Joseph Gribble. That's Joseph Gribble right there.
I said it when it happened. You paid Lexus King to do that to him. You're like, we're not doing this.
I like Troy. Whatever his Bear Hill. I like him. I ain't had nothing against him. But I don't like John Redcorn. I don't care about Eddie Ford. I don't like when he come out there doing his little rain dance. Then he trying to be a DJ. His gimmick just is confusing. I'm like, what are you really supposed to be? Or what was you on the indies? That's what I really need. I probably need to watch what he was before he came to WWE.
So he was in New Japan for a little bit as one of the young lions. even though he's not exactly young.
Right.
And even like in his 30s.
The gimmick he has in NXT is just confusing. It's like, bruh.
Yeah,
so he's Native American.
He's 33 years old.
He's a Native American DJ, and that instantly just made me think of John Redcorn. Like, John Redcorn is old, like him, and he was in a rock band. Okay, just substitute DJ for rock. Just take out the rock band, rock star, and just make it DJ. It's like, all right, yeah, you're definitely John Redcorn.
Oh God. So yeah, that'll be an NXT underground match because nothing in WWE ever really stays dead. You know, it always comes back.
If they really truly wanted to be underground, like people say on Twitter, y'all have to have the dancing women back.
You gotta.
And it has to be underground. Shane O'Mac has to come back. He's been training with Derrick Henry. I know he can walk. He can walk again.
Good Lord.
They need to go all in on
him. Carmen Petrovic against Cora Jade. I know that is.
Those are the 3 points I did not care about.
Were there anything? Josh Briggs and Noam Dar for the Heritage Cup. At best, that's avoiding a -6 for somebody.
Exactly.
Or minus 9.
Yeah, that's a -6.
-6. So yeah,
it'd just be a -6. I haven't even came up with rules for the Heritage Cup because I'm just like, yeah, hopefully none of our people ever win it.
We're just waiting for it to be retired at this point because it doesn't really make sense with anything else in the company. It made sense in NXT UK because they were trying to be that kind of show,
right?
But that's just not what any brand is here, and I'm just really just waiting for this thing to die. I feel like it's coming. I don't even know if it's really recognized as a championship in NXT. Like if it's official.
Like the crazy part about the way they recognize some titles and then they'll recognize some of them and don't recognize others. Like when Carmelo, they were hyping up Carmelo's like appearance on SmackDown. He literally said, "I am the last ever cruiserweight champion." I'm like, y'all gonna mention it? He's technically. Are y'all really gonna say he's that? Okay, all right. I just find that y'all combine those titles.
Was he really? Was he the last?
They called him.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because they had that match and they combined the belts. That's right.
Right. I was like, so y'all are calling him that now? I just said the belts were combined. I am the last ever cruiserweight champion. Like,
wasn't he the longest? The Mello? No. Unless we're counting
that's like.
I don't know, North American maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe North American
was, but I think Lee has that now. Wesley, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so far just like 3 matches on the NXT card, not too much to look forward to. Again, it's gonna be mostly talking about the year that we've had, kind of highlighting stuff like that.
Right.
But like there's no tournament matches on the show.
I was just about to say it's not. I'm surprised it's not even a breakout tournament, even though the men's breakout tournament has been one meh of a tournament. This has been meh.
Yeah. The people in the tournament that I've been kind of interested in are just like the big guys that do big guy shit.
Right.
But like there's that one guy that I keep thinking he's he reminds me of Matt Sydal. He even has a shooting star press.
Riley Osborne.
Riley Osborne, the guy from
the dude that's gonna chase you.
The one that Thea Hale's got a crush on. Yeah, that guy.
Right.
So like I kind of figured that we get the semis this week, but I guess not. I guess we're doing it next week during the New Year's special.
I guess so.
The New Year's special. You know, it's kind of weird. But again, this whole week for WWE is just
it's one big sense to the end.
The thing we have to talk about in NXT, and they said they're going to, is of course the Ridge Holland story.
Oh God!
Let's talk about this real quick. On NXT last week, Ridge Holland appeared and he challenged that Ilya Dragunov to a match. And he starts talking about how he had issues in his career where he accidentally hurt some people, and everyone has already heard about this because it was pre-taped. These two shows are pre-taped. So last week, everyone was already like, "Oh, please don't let this be a story about Ridge Holland accidentally injuring people," while Big E is still not able to come back to wrestle.
Exactly.
Like he is still injured and may never wrestle again. And like as bad as I feel about it for Big E, I feel horrible for Ridge because people have just been blaming him
right
the entire time for the injury, and it's just shit happens in wrestling. Shit happens. That's it. But now it's a storyline, and last week what did he do? Was it like a DDT?
Yeah, he did like a DDT or something, and well, he came out there and made this whole speech like, every time I get in the ring, bad stuff happens. And sure enough, he talks all this trash to Dragunov. They have a match. He does like a DDT, and Dragunov does not get back up. So now everything has been thrown into a loop. Because before that, Trick was complaining to Mello that why I told him not to take this match. Why would he take this match, man? He gonna get messed up. He said, man, I was like, what if he beats him? He's like, I'd make it a triple threat. And Melo's like, oh, man, I ain't even think of that. You could. I'm like, shut up, Melo.
Even Trick was like, why would we make a triple threat? Why are you doing this to me? But so yeah, it's a real gross story. Nobody I've seen talk about it is really into it. It just feels a little weird to storyline. And this isn't the first time that WWE has done this, or any wrestling company ever has done this, where they take reality and make it fiction. But it's the fact that Big E has yet to come back and possibly will never come back. And the stories about Ridge and how he mentally handles that, it feels
it's in poor taste.
Yeah, poor taste. And maybe it works out well, but it's not starting off well. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's really not. Having your champion be the first person to fall victim to this, and now it's going to complicate another storyline. Like, you have too many storylines going on as is to have this be added into this storyline. Like, that storyline already has a bunch of branches to it. It didn't need this branch of Ridge Holland.
No, it's getting way too many cooks in the kitchen.
We had to get our presents. We had to buy our presents and get them.
I had to sleep. They had to shop. Just leave us alone.
Right. He had to sleep and recover. And y'all was looking at me for all 5 days.
Yeah, Matt for sure needed a break. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this story. Right now I feel gross about it. I just think it's, like you said, poor taste. But I guess we'll just see what happens. Did Riz just like abandon Butch in a tag match, and they never followed up on that?
And now he needs a tag partner apparently on SmackDown, and everybody was like, "Oh, does this mean we're gonna get British Strong Style reunion?" And I'm just like, "Weren't you were literally in a tag team? Why do you need a partner?" Like,
yeah. Reggie brings up a good point. We can't forget about the Natty Ruby feud that was based around Anvil's death. Yeah,
that is true.
Again, like we said, it's not the first time that they've done this. It's just every time they do it,
it backfires.
Yeah, it's just not okay, man. It doesn't ever work out in anybody's favor. Like you can go back to, of course, the greatest line ever said in pro wrestling. Eddie's not up there. He's down there in hell. Like, we weren't even over Eddie's death at that point. And Randy
exactly
promos on his dead ass.
I have spent this holiday weekend watching Dark Side of the Ring, because I know at one point we said we were going to do those episodes. So I've just been watching it, and I got to the Benoit two-parter, And it's just like they're talking about when Eddie died. And it's like, yeah, if you look back in hindsight, WrestleMania 20, we get Eddie. He's gone. And WrestleMania 21 is Ray. Like, bruh. He's gone just like that. And then that is the same WrestleMania where you have Benoit versus what? No, that's 23, I believe. We still get Benoit all the way up to like WrestleMania 23.
21, MVP. 21, I think 21 was Eddie's last one because he fought Ray there.
Okay.
And then the next one he's gone.
20, yeah,
so
22.
It's very, very close to 20.
It's like you blink.
Reach the pinnacle.
Yeah, you blink and it's like Eddie is gone, Ray is here, and then you blink again and it's like, oh, all hell has broken loose with Benoit. Because like you said, with them playing, like anytime they play about death or people getting hurt, I always think back about Benoit. I liked Vince faking his death. My mom didn't think it was funny. And then a couple days later, the Benoit suicide homicide happens, and she's like, see, look what happened.
When I was young and that happened, I was still real gullible. So I was like, did that really just blow up? Wait, what did that just happen? And then I went to the WWE's website, and the second it blew up, the website was covered and Vince gone. Vince is dead. Limo is like, okay, all right, okay, gotcha, understand. Yeah, I don't know, especially with like all these other wrestlers that have been having bad neck injuries and forcing retirements and all these other. I just, yeesh. Also NXT last week. Again, the breakout tournament, Lexus King advanced to the semis, and in a tournament he's originally not even supposed to be in. Also, I guess The Rock's daughter is now just Shawn Michaels' assistant.
Basically, she is going to be the on-screen representative of Shawn Michaels.
Now Shawn can stop showing up. Shawn can stop showing up. And then the NXT Women's Championship, Lyra is facing her stalker at some point. But she got beat last week. She has
to face. Eventually, she has to face Blair Davenport.
Blair's next.
Who just got engaged to Riley Osborne, who in the storyline is supposed to be liked by Thea. So
that's kind of weird. Lyra's stalker got beat by the returning Nikita Lyons last week. She got all caked up in the ring, got beaten. And
man,
I
do find it is utterly hilarious now that old Nikita got hurt, and since she was gone, the discourse, everything about her is reversed. People are like, oh, some folks are happy she's back, but a lot of folks are like, this girl sucks. She ain't nothing but some ass and titties in the ring.
I think after last week's match, I saw a ton of tweets that were like, all right, Nikita fans, what is it about Nikita that you like?
Yeah.
And nobody had it. You know what? Again, a while back we were saying Lash Legends just couldn't do this, and now she's like a very impressive prospect.
Right.
So maybe she can turn things around.
She just got to change that finisher. It can't be no just jumping up in the air doing a split on somebody talking about you killed them. Like, nah.
Last week's match was rough. It was not good. They were clearly not on the same page. There were points where they were in the corner where it looked like they wanted to like go for like a punching trade, but they couldn't figure out who was supposed to do it first. So they just kind of stood awkwardly, and then Nikita did her split, and that was it. And now let's see. Dragon Lee's defending his belt. He defended his belt last week against one of the guys from the from Gulak's group. Oh yeah. William Regal's son is going to be in a match for some reason.
That man, William Regal he came in with a bucket of cold water and just poured it all over our little group chat. Because I was over here like, yeah, it's gonna be trick, y'all. Greg is like, it's gonna be Tyler Bate. I'm like, oh yeah, I can see that. Then I came into the chat like, y'all, this is some bullshit. They're like, what? Man, it's Regal's son.
It's Charlie Dempsey, the guy that hasn't looked amazing. I mean, he's a good wrestler, but like storyline, like as far as kayfabe goes, that motherfucker has not won a lot of matches. Like it's not like it's not like he's not even having them. He's had a handful of matches this year, and I'm pretty sure he's lost most of them. Like he's actually taking losses.
Oh, y'all had us making all these dream matches. Because y'all called this person an assassin.
Right, I was going to say they called him an assassin. You're like, who's an assassin in NXT? Yeah, I saw people say, "Oh man, Reggie's finally getting the shot." But nope, it's Charlie Dempsey going to AJPW to challenge for the Triple Crown Championship at New Year Giant Series 2024 on January 3rd. That was a mouthful. William Regal made the official announcement, like you said, that his son, Charlie Dempsey, will be wrestling there.
Publicly acknowledged his son.
Good for, I guess that means that I think Regal's like non-compete is up now.
Yeah, that's what I thought instantly. I was like, oh, so you can talk on TV again. Okay.
So we might be getting Regal on TV soon.
Watch out, HBK.
That man's coming back for his job. So yeah, I mean, you know what? Good for Dempsey. Good for Dempsey.
It's opening the doors.
He ain't winning a damn thing, but good for Dempsey.
It's opening the doors at least.
Not only is this happening, I think they just said they have like a working relationship now, which is going to be massive. I guess that NXT Japan's coming sooner than we thought.
Man, they're like, yeah, we don't want no NXT Japan. How about y'all just work with us? How about that? We don't need no other company.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find the video of Regal.
Trying to think of anything. Oh, we took the week off, and while we were off, we got what? Tanahashi is now the president of New Japan.
Yeah, man, that completely, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. Hiroshi Tanahashi is just all of a sudden New Japan's president.
He is now Triple H.
What the fuck? What happened? He's just there. That's just the story. That's the story.
This man got a law degree. We didn't know he had a law degree, but he in charge of New Japan, and everybody over there is happy. So,
he's like, I'm tired of my knees giving out on me. I'm done. Holy shit! It's wild. It's crazy. Almost every promotion right now is run by a former wrestler,
except for those elite people. Except for those elite folks.
I mean, they have wrestlers in places of power.
Just not right.
Although Matt Jackson's wife just got relieved of her duties.
Right.
She was apparently in charge of merch, and that's a shame because that merch was terrible.
Yeah,
they don't even sell Sting masks.
Like they started out
3 months.
They started out really, really well, and that was when they had a lot. They were still going off of a lot of pro wrestling tees stuff. So I have a lot of their merchandise from when they first started, and then like right from the get go, it went downhill fairly quickly. And I don't like the AEW stuff, like the shirts I have. I don't even wear them all that often because a lot of them, they're not all that, the design isn't all that awesome or the quality isn't all that great. But a lot of times the shirts aren't even all that cool. Like the stuff they put on shirts is just stupid.
Yeah, their stuff really is just not good.
Yeah, Batty. He is now the president of New Japan.
That's a big man. That is a big man. There are a lot of things that they should be selling that they could be making money off of. Like when the Acclaimed was at their peak, you could have been selling Acclaimed scissors.
Yeah.
And selling stuff, for daddy. Yeah, I mean, like the merch opportunities are there, and they never capitalize on them. So I'm hoping now that I'm not saying that you should hope for anybody to be fired, but now that she's gone, we get somebody in that kind of knows how to handle merch better and kind of can see the opportunities, and we
Yeah,
get some more interesting things.
Because it was definitely a shame. Like the Acclaim are the 3-man, they're still the trios champions, but that's a shame. The only way they could offer their version of the belts is in literally they're not replicas. Those are just the belts. That's why those belts are like $3,500. They said they couldn't find anyone to do replicas of it. Like, bruh,
which is ridiculous.
People will pay for a replica of a scissors belt.
Yeah. People pay for the
like,
Fiend. They don't have to pay for those. That's the ugliest belt I ever saw, the Fiend belt, and people paid for that. So it'll happen.
There's no reason for AEW because the only belt I own is literally this one right here, this Winged Eagle, and I got this off of eBay from someone getting rid of theirs. But there's no reason for AEW for all the reasons. Yeah, Tito has a Fiend belt. There's no reason for AEW, as much as they do customization for every single person, there's no reason they should not have the belt game on lock. We ain't had we saw Wardlow get his own belt. I know Scorpio Sky had his because he had the Lakers belt.
Yeah.
Cody had his own. Everybody has had their own type of personalized belt, but yet they don't have those options available for sale.
Yeah. Almost every TNT champion has had their own.
Man. That's how you know. That's how you know the cons got money, because WWE don't do that. They ain't.
They don't have the money to find someone to make the belts to sell.
Anyway. WWE. That's why we have side plates. That's the personalization. You get a side plate.
We're gonna wrap things up real quick. Last thing we want to say is TNA is making some big moves.
They got money
because the Grizzled Young Vets are now coming to TNA for Hard to Kill. And you know what? Maybe for something else after that. They say they're here for the championships. They're not going to be in a tag title match then, but they, down the line they could be. So TNA, I don't know where they got the money. I don't know what Scott was something, but good Lord. They, Okada's going to be there. The Vets are going to be there. There are some other names that popped up that I'm right now I can't really think of them. But
Okada,
yeah.
Okada, Grizzled Young Vets. Who else is showing? Ospreay showed up also.
Yeah.
It's all right, TNA, y'all coming out swinging. They coming out like Draymond. They yoking up AEW. They try to Number two is open. Number 2 is open because WWE is number 1. The number 2 slot is open.
Mm-hmm. And if AEW didn't shape up and start fixing these storylines, they might slip out at number 3. But until then, folks, thank you for joining us. It was just a little quick return show for us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about what happened tonight, as well as previews for AEW Dynamite. Please follow us at facebook.com/UnderTheRingPod and twitch.tv/UnderTheRingPod. The little ticker has it all there for you. You can also find us at our link tree, again, /UnderTheRingPod, where you will see our links. I am at Greg Bush SK. We got our good friend Kenny Rivers at Rock Ribs 44. Of course, the teacher man Mike Jones at Mr. Freshbeard. My forever rival, the right answer, Matty Rains. And our street team captain, Boreal Mariente, as well as our good friend, the local news correspondent, Justin D. Bagsley. Folks, we will be back tomorrow. And then Thursday, of course, the podcast show where we're going to be talking about some homework. That's right. It's our 5 favorite matches of the year. If you want to get involved in that, have your list ready by Thursday. We'll talk about them all.
And predictions for World's End.
Where I will become the last predictions champion of the year. That's right. It's coming back to me, baby. But until then, folks, we hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas or holiday vacation. Hope you guys spent a lot of time with your families. Hope you got thanks for joining us, as always. And remember,
see y'all tomorrow.
Remember, hook 'em horns.